I moved to the United States about 28 years ago. I moved literally from the Palace to Dallas and moved with my wife Wendy and my daughter Kelly, who was 1 at the time. And we didn't know anything about the cultures in the United States. We'd never heard of Super Bowl Sunday, we'd never heard of Cinco de Mayo, and we'd certainly never heard of Thanksgiving. The first few Thanksgivings, we'd sit at home, the 3 of us, and we'd just eat sandwiches. All our family were 5,000 miles away, so we never really got to have family over for Thanksgiving. But I remember Kelly coming home from school when she was 5, and she'd drawn a crayon around her hand and made a turkey, you know. I remember saying one day, "Daddy, why can't we have turkey for Thanksgiving, just like all of my friends?" And I looked at Wendy and I says, "It's time to assimilate." I was working as a private chef to a family at the time in Dallas, and I shared with them the story. And the lady of the house said, "Well, you know, you can do our Thanksgiving and then go home and do yours." So she came into the kitchen with a list, and top of the list was 2 turkeys. And I said, "Yeah, I can do this. In the UK we have turkey for Christmas. The Queen always had turkey for Christmas, so I can do turkey." But then it just got worse. The next thing on the list, cranberry dressing. I said, "I've got this. Fresh cranberries, a little orange zest in there, some curacao, some brown sugar." She said, "Stop, we like it from a can." I said, "You're not telling me you just open a can and pour it into a bowl?" She said, No. We open the can, both ends, push it through and slice it into rings and then fan it onto a butter lettuce leaf." And I thought, oh my goodness, I've cooked for 5 US presidents, kings and queens all around the world, and now I'm opening cranberry sauce jelly in a can. Next on the Thanksgiving list was green bean casserole. And I said, "I've got this. We'll cook the French green beans al dente, a nice bite to them. Wild mushrooms coming into season, we'll make a wild mushroom sauce with some creme fraiche. Then we'll put," she said, "Stop." She says, "We like them from a can. We have canned green beans and we mix them in with Campbell's mushroom soup. And then there's these onion rings, fried onion rings in a can that you sprinkle over the top." Next was sweet potatoes with melted marshmallows on the top. What am I doing in the United States? And it just kept getting worse all the way down. Bottom of the list was a recipe that had been in the family for 100 years, and it was a Thanksgiving recipe that the family had every year. It's a dish called ambrosia salad. Now you know that one, and if you don't, you start off with 2 cans of Coca-Cola, 2 packets of black cherry jello, and then you heat those and melt those into their evaporated milk, and then mini marshmallows, mandarin orange segments, desiccated coconut, glassy cherries, bleach from under the sink, anything you want. It's just a way of clearing out the pantry in time for the holidays. Okay, not the bleach. But then it goes into a container, a mold, refrigerate it overnight, and you slice it onto butter lettuce leaves. And nobody eats it because nobody likes it, but we always have it for Thanksgiving, so we're having it for this Thanksgiving. Now, if I start showing you how to make the turkey and all the sides and the dressings and all the pies, well, this video is going to be like 3 hours long. So I'm going to focus on the cranberry dressing, the cranberry sauce, whatever you want to call it, because I think my recipe is absolutely amazing, and I want you to make it at home so that you don't go out and buy those cans of cranberry jelly or cranberry mush, whatever it is, in a tin, because this is better and it's fresh and it only takes minutes and it's simple and easy to do. Now, as I said, we don't do Thanksgiving in the UK, so for all my British friends watching, this is an amazing cranberry dressing, cranberry relish, cranberry sauce that you can make. Keep the recipe, watch the video, and you can make this for your Christmas table when we do turkey, And this, don't even get me started next day with some cheese, with some brie just spread over the top, or even just a turkey sandwich. It's not too sweet, it's gorgeous, it's amazing. So Brit friends, stay tuned and make this for Christmas. Cranberries were called cranberries by the Pilgrims because it reminded them, the beautiful flowering fruit, the berry, reminded them of the head of the crane, you know, the wading bird, the large wading bird. Cranberries, and then it became cranberries. But this recipe, you put everything all in the pot and have a couple of secret ingredients that are put in there too that makes mine special and makes all your friends say, whoa, we've not tried this one before. So first of all, cranberries go into the pot. Then I'm going to add some water, some orange zest, because that will give it a really nice zing. A little orange liqueur. You can use Calvados, Curacao, you don't have to put it in there. We do cook off the alcohol, so don't worry, it's safe for children. Some orange juice as well. And then, look, star anise. It's, you probably know it from Chinese food, you know, 5 spices, the main ingredient. But 1 star anise in there just gives us a little depth into the dish. And then I'm using demerara sugar. It's like turbinado sugar in the US, but demerara sugar, it's sort of unrefined. It's got the smell of like molasses, so it's sort of, again, more depth. It's stronger than just putting regular sugar in there. It's not a lot, so it doesn't come out too sweet, and because of that, it just makes it beautiful when you're serving it with the turkey. It's just not too sweet at all. You can add more sugar if you want to. And then my last ingredient, a little vanilla paste. And I'm going to put a link to all of these in the description so that you can order these if you want to. But most good stores now have these and you can buy them locally. It then goes on the stove and cooks for, just bring to the boil and then let it simmer until the berries start popping and releasing that beautiful pectin, which is going to help it thicken. Once it's come to the boil, turn it down to a simmer and then just wait until those beautiful berries start popping away and open up, and you'll see it starting to thicken. And once it's gone to nice and syrupy, probably about 5 to 8 minutes, we can take it off the stove. Once it's nice and syrupy, we'll take it off the stove, put it into a bowl, and then refrigerate it. Let that pectin set up till it gets nice and cold, and then it's ready for serving. How gorgeous does that look? And it's a simple, easy to make recipe. Please don't buy those cans. This, made fresh, absolutely delicious. Everyone's going to love you around the Thanksgiving table. Whether you eat turkey for Thanksgiving or turkey for Christmas, like in the UK, I know this cranberry dressing, cranberry sauce, will become a favourite. You need to get the recipe, it's in the description below, and leave me your comments. Give me a thumbs up, share the recipe with your friends, and share some cranberry sauce with all the family. This is a keeper, this one. Have a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and if you're using this for Christmas, stay tuned because lots more great recipes to come going into the holidays. See you again soon.